Good evening and welcome, friends, to this Monday edition of Biggest Story Tonight. A big day for India's diplomacy, with Prime Minister Modi's personal engagement with the Emir of Qatar. 7 of the 8 naval veterans who were on a death row in Qatar have been sent back. They have come back to India. But then today's focus in Biggest Story Tonight is going to be the mega showdown that's really shaping up between farmers, particularly from Punjab, Haryana and some parts of western Uttar Pradesh and the centre, on issues they believe have been pending for a while. Is it a pressure tactic just ahead of general elections? Is it being done at the behest of some political elements to create a perception that there are problems in rural hinterland? We're going to focus on that with reporters joining us from multiple locations in Delhi and Punjab. Let's begin with the headlines first. Mega women's uprising in Sandeshkhali. TMC leaders face allegations of sexual exploitation and land grabbing. In an exclusive conversation with Arnab Goswami, Editor-in-Chief, Union Minister Smriti Irani takes on Mamata government in a scathing attack. Irani hits out at TMC government, says she must step down. Mamata must step down if she can't maintain law and order. Yet another big jolt for the Congress as Ashok Chavan, the former chief minister of the party in Maharashtra, dumps it. Sources say more defections likely soon. "24 hours ahead of the Delhi Chalo protest by farmers, Section 144 imposed in the national capital. As 7 Navy veterans who were undergoing trial in Qatar return home, Prime Minister set to meet the Emir of Qatar on February 15th on his way back from the UAE. All right, welcome back, friends. Security has been intensified along with Delhi's borders, and the reason is kind of mobilization we are seeing of farmers from Punjab and Haryana and some parts of western Uttar Pradesh, borders of Delhi at Singhu, Tikri, Ghazipur, etc. are seeing massive security barricades and cops on vigil, even as the administration makes sure in Haryana and Punjab that the mobilization of farmers does not create a law and order situation, as many as 1,000 to 1,500 tractors are expected to be used by these farmers, and intelligence reports suggest that anything between 10 to 15,000 farmers could be mobilized and moved towards Delhi as part of their Delhi Chalo plan. Remember, this has been going on for a while. In fact, the centre has been in talks with these farmers. 2 rounds or 3 rounds of talks have already happened. One of them at the topmost level with the Union Minister Piyush Goyal actually leading, along with 2 other ministers. In fact, as we speak, perhaps another round of talks is going on in Chandigarh, where the team of union ministers has flown down to engage with the farmers and hope that in the last minute they would understand that protesting in this manner, which can inconvenience a great mass of citizenry in these states and along the affected highways which the farmers intend to take. And so that's the situation, and the government would want to not let farmers create a situation which could be a throwback to the 2020 farm laws protests, when for months together Delhi's access was choked by these protesting farmers at the very same borders, Ghazipur, Singhu, Ambala. There are pictures coming in from various places where law and order arrangements have been tightened to make sure that there is nobody, no antisocial element, no anti-national element taking advantage of the mass movement of farmers. So we will go to reporters. We are going to be joined in by Amandeep from Chandigarh. We're going to have Piyush Ori from Tikri border, and we are going to have Harsha Chandwani from Singhu border, I believe. And yes, they are there. So let's begin with Amandeep first. Amandeep, quickly, in a short reply, tell us what's the status of talks that was slated to take place between the farmers and the government, with the union ministers flying down to Chandigarh. Are the talks happening? Any solution in sight? Anything coming out from there?
Well, Abhishek, the talks are still underway, and in fact, this is the second round of meetings between the farmers and union ministers. And in fact, the farmers are very much onto their demand that the law for the MSP withdraw the cases that has been registered in 2020, and justice for Lakhimpur Kheri farmers, their crop loans, debt waivers. These are the demands that have raised by the farmers continuously. And in fact, still they are on their demands. And earlier in the first round of meetings, ministers sought some time to discuss the things with the union cabinet and the other ministers to meet their demands. And this is the second round of meetings just a day before of the protest. And in fact, the ministers are putting their all effort to diffuse this protest, just because the farmers have given the call throughout the Punjab and the different parts of the country as well. And even they have already reached to the halfway of the Delhi as well. And in fact, by tomorrow, they will start from the Fatehgarh Sahib towards the Delhi on the national highway. On the other side, Abhishek, Haryana has completely geared up to block the farmers while entering from the state of Haryana. All the borders connecting to Punjab, they have completely blocked. 64 paramilitary companies has been deployed on the road. 50 reserve police companies has been deployed. 3 companies of gear with the gears, they have also been deployed. The main striking point is the Shambhu border, which is actually located on the Delhi-Amritsar highway. And in fact, the Shambhu border has been completely walled by the Haryana police with the cemented walls as well as the spikes. And in fact, the 7-layer of security has also put in place. But all eyes are on this meeting, what is going to happen and what would be the outcome, just because so far the talks are still underway. Almost 17 Kisan leaders have participated into the talks, and in fact, the ministers are negotiating the talks to diffuse the protest. But the farmers are very much adamant to remain on their demands that either they are going to implement or not. Yes, Abhishek.
Amandeep, if you are getting me, my question is that if the farmers have already moved halfway via Ambala, Karnal, etc. to Delhi, and the kind of mobilization that we have seen over the last few days, then what are these talks about? Why are they talking if they have made it amply clear their intention to move to Delhi and to, create the blocks, roadblocks that could be a throwback to the 2020 farm laws protests? What are they talking about if they have already mobilized these many number of people and tractors, etc., and moved towards Delhi? Who are these people, Amandeep?
Abhishek, the point is that according to the Kisan leaders, they are claiming that they have started from the different parts of the Punjab, and in fact still they are in the jurisdiction of Punjab where they were mobilizing. One is Fatehgarh Sahib, another is Patiala. These locations are exactly nearby Punjab and Haryana borders, and tonight they are spending their night there, and by tomorrow morning, if these round of talks will fail, tomorrow early morning they will start towards the Delhi and try to cross the Haryana border. So the basic formula is to mobilize nearby the Punjab and Haryana border, so that at least they will come in a full force to break the barricades of the Haryana the way they did in 2020 as well. Just because in 26th November was a day when they have crossed the borders and moved towards the Delhi Singhu and Tikri borders by breaking down all the barricades while tossing off the security layers of the Haryana police. Those same episode they wanted to repeat, and that is the reason they are mobilizing their entire manpower nearby Punjab-Haryana borders. Yes, Abhishek.
All right, Amandeep. It's clear that they have already decided to go ahead with their protests. The talks seem to be sort of fig leaf, just to suggest that they were reasonable, but then the talks fail. So let's see what's really happening on the ground, what the administration, not just of Delhi, but of Haryana and Punjab, is also doing to prevent any law and order situation emerging from the kind of mobilization that we are seeing. Let's go to Singhu border first, where Harsha Chandwani is reporting from. Harsha, please tell us what kind of foolproof arrangements being made by police to make sure that the farmers don't create a civic unrest and the protests are orderly at the very least if the farmers reach the Delhi border tomorrow?
So Abhishek, right now Singhu border I'm reporting from, and this is the highway and the bypass road where I'm standing right now. And to tell our viewers what exactly is happening right now is that more cemented barricades and iron barricades have been put up here, and more than 1,000 cemented barricades have been put up and placed here at highway, and almost 20 level of barricading has been done. I'll ask my camera person Ujjwal to also show you the crane through which these barricades have been lifted down, and this entire exercise has been going since afternoon. And the entire outer North Delhi police official are already here and they are working. These are the stringent measures and the massive deployment at Singhu border. Also Abhishek, because of this, there's a huge traffic jam and congestion also, because there are 10 level of barricading from Sonipat, the Singhu border and the bypass road, and that is the reason this stretch of 5 kilometers, the commuters are completing this stretch in almost 2.5 hours. This entire traffic jam, what we have seen is from past 2 hours, the vehicles are not moving. It is because of, I'll take my cameraman Ujjwal over there, because you can see the entire team of Delhi Police Outer North has gathered here, because on the other side of the road, through cranes, the cemented barricades and the iron barricades are being put up on road. And this entire night, this entire section and this highway will be blocked, and the diversion will be done through village side, and therefore commuters are being continuously asked not to use this very particular highway. And as you can see in visuals, RAF, CRPF, CISF and BSF and also Delhi police officials are deployed here at Singhu border. These are the massive and stringent measures which have been taken and put in place here at Singhu border, because Delhi police officials from 2021 have learned their lesson that this time they are going to pre-plan everything, and therefore they are working round the clock to ensure that the security measures in national capital are ahead, and no farmer could enter through Singhu border in national capital, and therefore nail and thorns payments have also been made on the road. Back to you, Abhishek.
All right, let me also go to Piyush Ohri. He's at the Tikri border. Piyush, the cops have been preparing for this for a while now. If you can tell us, are they confident that they are going to be able to prevent the farmers from creating a civic nuisance even as they exercise their right to protest and their freedom of expression? And if yes, what arrangements have been made so that the Delhiites, people in Delhi, people wanting to come to Delhi, people needing medical attention, traveling in ambulances from those regions of Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh close to Delhi, they are not inconvenienced?
So yes, Abhishek, what I can tell you is that yes, not only the Delhi police but also a large number of CRPF officials are over here at Tikri border, a very important border which connects West Delhi to Badargod, Jhajjar and Rohtak from here beyond. So thereby you see that not only the Delhi police officials but also a large number of paramilitary forces like CRPF are present over here. And just like Singhu border, as what was mentioned by my colleagues Harsha, there are also containers, there are also cemented walls, there are also barricades with fence wires being kept over here. But you raised a very important point, Abhishek, that does these blockades actually cause inconvenience? Yes, it does cause inconvenience. There are ample amount of measures that are being formed to make sure that the farmers do share their grievances and they do have the right to protest. But on the other side, there is also one part of how the shopkeepers, petrol owners, commuters over here are facing inconveniences. Because of the blockade which are being caused over here, you are seeing that how a lot of the shop owners are forced to be there in their home, and there have also been instances earlier in the occasion that how residents over here died because of sudden cardiac arrest. So yes, a reason because of the reason because these blockades, there is also an inconvenience caused to the residents over here, and their inconveniences also needs to be highlighted equally as we share the grievances of the farmers that might protest now starting from tomorrow. Back to the studio.
Okay, thank you so much, Piyush Ohri, and of course before that, Harsha Chandwani and Amandeep. from Chandigarh for bringing us up to speed with the kind of situation that's there on the ground, as also the talks that are going on in Chandigarh between the centre and these protesting farmers. Let's listen to some of these reactions and the kind of political face-off that's been happening on the issue over the last few days, but the voices from today, of course.
बातचीत चल रही है। 3 मंत्री केंद्र सरकार के दिल्ली से चलकर चंडीगढ़ आए हैं। पहले दौर की वार्ता हो चुकी है और अब दूसरे दौर की वार्ता भी होने जा रही है। फिर मंत्री आ रहे हैं और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि बातचीत से बड़े-बड़े मसले हल होते हैं और ये मसला भी हल हो जाएगा।
मीटिंग के बाद ही अगर सरकार कोई जैसे हमने आशा, मैंने बोला भी, अगर स्वयं प्रधानमंत्री जी कोशिश करें तो ये देश के किसान मजदूर से, जैसे 75 सालों से हमें एमएसपी खरीद की गारंटी का कानून नहीं दिया गया, उसके ऊपर बात कर, उसको कोई कैसा करे, कोई नोटिफिकेशन हो, कुछ इस तरह के हो। उसके बाद डॉक्टर स्वामीनाथन कमीशन की जो रिपोर्ट है C2 प्लस 50%, उसके हिसाब से हमें दाम मिले फसलों के।
मुझे लगता है कि केंद्र सरकार का घमंड बहुत बढ़ गया है और पहले भी केंद्र का घमंड किसानों ने ही तोड़ा था, इस बार भी किसान ही इनका घमंड तोड़ेंगे।
हरियाणा की भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार किसानों को जो शांतिपूर्वक आंदोलन का ऐलान उन्होंने किया है उसे रोकने के लिए जिस तरह की दरिंदगी, जिस तरह के सभी लोकतांत्रिक मर्यादाओं का उल्लंघन करते हुए जिस तरह से किलें ठोक रही है सड़कों पर, जिस तरह से दीवार खड़ी की जा रही है सड़कों पर, मुझे लगता है कि ये लोकतंत्र को किसी तरह से कत्ल करने के लिए ये सरकार उतारी हुआ।
These are simple demands that the farmers want to raise. They want to have a conversation or dialogue with their government. Why are they being blocked to enter Delhi? Why are you blocking mobile internet? Why are you suspending internet services all across Haryana and Punjab? Why are you so scared of your own people? Because you are in the wrong, because you have wronged India's farmers. And that's the simple explanation for
किसानों को लूटा जाता है, वहां पर आप एमएसपी नहीं देते। क्यों नहीं देते? कि किसान आपको इलेक्शन के लिए चंदा नहीं दे सकता, इसलिए नहीं देते। इस बात पर गौर करनी पड़ेगी। किसानों की सुनो, अगर देश को आपने सशक्त करना है, विश्व गुरु बनाना है, तो आपको किसान की सुननी होगी।